Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And 70, Indy.
I can't believe they let you play.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They run, Devontae Freeman. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Gotta do better.
On 1st down, Herbert. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Ready. 30 base.
Stop your whining. Whip.
Leo. Hey, dude.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, check right. Watching you find. Go. Hit it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go.
Go. Yeah. Step.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Switch.
5.
From the gun, Herbert. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find there for him.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's going to be a long day. Check 24. Check 26. Check 26.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Desmond King making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twist. Wide. Get wide.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check tight. Check 9. Check 31. Check 31.
Bravo. Come.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Get it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, echo.
44. Mike, 44. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from 1st down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6. 49.
49 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Big dribble.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Shift.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 54.
Back to the air on second down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
54. Got you. I got you.
Freeman.
Check 50. Check 50. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, Charlie.
Pick the edge. Come.
Five.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Third down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Hey, exit.
Kill.
Go.
54, right there. 54, Mike. No, check. Go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch.
Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Haywood.
54, Mike.
Go.
Exit. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". In your face.
Go.
Throwing again. Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On second down now, It's Patrick, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Come on, set. 8, read. Hey, high 7.
Pass.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check and crack. Check safety, check safety.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his first career. Widen their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Jam it, jam it, jam, jam.
General West.
Mike's 5-4.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna...
Hey, orbit.
Off play action. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, it's Patrick, and not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Get it.
Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
He's coming, double up.
Bam, bam. Go, go. On the ball.
To throw on second down, Herbert. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Chargers.
Ready, ready. 10 Lobo.
54. Mike, 54. Let's go, D.
Yes, yes. Buzz. Be triple.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tannehill. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, Echo. 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Now Tannehill going up top. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Tannehill now to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Kill, kill, kill.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Switch. You draw quarters. Hey, wahoo!
44's the mic.
Be driven.
Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
That's it.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try the left side. Patrick. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. First and 10, way up at the 37.
Check 4.
Back, look at me. Go up, snap.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's caught by Kelly. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And it's complete. Henry. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Keep playing hard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10.
Here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Y'all not ready.
Check 99. Check 99.
Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Off the play fake. Herbert under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, Delta.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
2nd and 14.
Here we go.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Show it. Kill.
Topper. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 54. I got it.
Hey.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Check. Watch it before. Yeah.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go! With the score, Chargers 27, Titans nothing.
On the double.
44 is Mike. Check. Watch the run. Alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On third down, Evans. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, it's King. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And the Chargers first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cut. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
61. Matchbox lights.
Double up.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Get him. Check. 53's Mike.
Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Let's go.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
I'm coming. Check.
Hey, Alpha. Greystone travel.
I got you, boy. Switch.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert going right side here, and that's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Chargers.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check pass. Watch the safety creep.
Yo, go.
On 1st down, Herbert. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Reed. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd.
53's Mike.
Don't get nervous.
53's the Mike. 53. Check.
Go.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
Look at me. Zip, shoot.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
6-6, pull it high.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Buzz.
Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, echo.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Williams.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
You better be afraid of me.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step.